What is going on, guys? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we're going to be looking at XRP, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and VeChain. If we have time, obviously the S&P 500. As you guys know, we are going to be reviewing VeChain for the next couple of days. I believe it ends on Sunday, and then we will be doing another cryptocurrency for next week's videos. So definitely make sure to comment your favorite altcoin down below. I've gotten a ton of comments over the past couple of days as to what cryptocurrencies you would like to see reviewed, and I'm getting close to a few that I want to pick, but I'm just waiting on the last couple of days for you guys. So definitely make sure to comment down below what altcoin you want to see. You can explain to me why, or if it's your favorite or you see the most potential in it. But more importantly, today's video specifically, we're going to have to talk about the recent correction that's happening within XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, pretty much all the cryptocurrencies across the board. I'm actually really not too worried. Yesterday's video, we talked about stop losses that we had put in, and those actually did hit, and we did get stopped out quite a bit, and it actually allowed us to reconsider where exactly these markets are going to, and just playing around. We'll talk about it a little more after this. But otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up, as this does help support the YouTube algorithm. Make sure to follow me on Twitter at CryptoVOfficial. This way, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can DM me over there. Otherwise, let's jump right into today's episode. Alright guys, as you remember, right here 2 days ago, or like 3 days ago practically, we did a video talking about the Pro Key review and unboxing, and I actually have it right here next to me, as you guys can see, and I'm going to be giving a couple of these away. But the first one we're going to be giving away is today currently. If you actually see right here, we got about 900 comments, which was absolutely insane. Just letting this load in. 957 comments to enter the giveaway, which is just absolutely incredible. So I do have this thing right here pulled up. It's called the YouTube random comment picker, and as you can see, all I did was enter the YouTube URL, and I'm gonna get rid of filtered duplicate users. That means if you had commented like Pro Key like 80 times, obviously you'd kind of have a better advantage in getting picked for that video. So right now I'm gonna filter the duplicate users. I could use the replied comments, which would allow me to, or filter comments based on specific text and write Pro Key, but I'm not gonna really do that. I feel like most people just did Pro Key anyway, or if they spelt it wrong or spaced it out, I'd rather them be included. So right now we're going to get the YouTube comments. So of all of them, there appears to be a total of 467 accurate comments relevant to Pro Key, and not just randomly about crypto or the YouTube channel. So right now I'm going to click this. This button will give us our winner, and that person, please just email me at cryptotvofficial@gmail.com or DM me on Instagram, and I will personally reach into contact with Pro Key, because they are waiting for the giveaway winners, and I'm going to have one of them ship one out to you for free. So definitely make sure to stay tuned, as it's about to happen right now. So I'm clicking start, and let's see who the possible winner is. I see a lot of Pro Key comments. So right here we have the winner, Paul Conlon. Comment, subscribe to Pro Key. So boom, this is our winner for right now. We are going to be doing 2 more giveaways just like we did today very soon on the channel. So definitely make sure to be subscribed and turn on post notifications so that you are kept up to date with this. But as of right now, Paul Conlon, if you are watching today's video, definitely make sure to reach out to me on my email, on Twitter, on Instagram, doesn't matter. Just find a way to reach out to me or comment something down below. But obviously find a better way to DM me, this way that I can actually see it, because we do get a lot of comments here. So cryptotvofficial@gmail.com. Shoot me an email and I will get that sent out to you. Otherwise, guys, moving on into today's episode. As you can see, some very interesting things are happening right now. Top 10 cryptocurrencies, the market is down, except for Doge, which is actually blowing my mind more and more every single day. Like, absolutely. It's insane how parabolic this cryptocurrency has become. I remember when this coin was less than a penny, and now it's at 30 cents. That absolutely blows my mind so much. The fact that the market cap is 41 billion is also an insane price number to see, especially with the amount of coins in circulation. But 30 cents from where it was just a couple of months ago is insane. It's up 400% in the past 7 days. I know a lot of you guys have this FOMO. Obviously, as a trader myself, I have FOMO too, but you just have to look past that. There's no reason right now to throw all your money into a coin like that and expect to make some gain. Maybe you'll capitalize off a little bit on the way up, but I'm telling you, I'd say about 80% of people that are going to be buying into this coin are going to see the downside of it and see the reversal, because just as quickly as this is going up, there's going to be money moving right out of the coin, and at 400% it's going to be looking like, down 80 or 90%, and that immediate reversal is going to impact the market as well as everyone in it very quickly. People are just trying to pump the coin up right now. It's like a pump and dump, scheme right now. So I would just be fairly, I would just watch it from a distance. That's what I'm doing. It doesn't make sense for me to buy into this coin now. It's just insane to watch this. Yes, obviously there could have been plenty of money to make on that, just like how there could have been money to make on AMC or GameStop, GME. But does it make sense to be buying in now? No, it's this FOMO. If anyone put in money right now, if I put in money right now, that is FOMO, and there's a good chance that what the money that I'm putting in, I'm going to lose. So you just have to consider that when you see coins like this. It's insane. It's incredible. Some people are going to make a lot of money on Doge, especially for some that have been holding it for a long time. But, realistically, it doesn't make sense to be buying in right now if you are looking at this from a standpoint of today. Now, moving on to the technical analysis, very interesting markets right now. As we discussed, everything is kind of, pulling back down, but we do have this ascending fractal. We have Ethereum correcting, Bitcoin, as well as VeChain. Now, I actually mentioned slightly yesterday's episode. You can see right here, watch before, or hurry, watch before you buy, and you can see clearly what we were referring to. Now, I just want to show you the clear, circle that we have on the major resistance level that we are hitting, and you can see my immediate small little candle that reverse, or little arrow that pulls us back down to bottom support. That's pretty much what I had drawn on to kind of warn you guys what we could be expecting. Now, what's interesting is, this stuff happens. We're extremely overbought. We anticipated money movements to the upside, and it was a very interesting correction. Now, what was interesting is in the fact that as we were starting to pump up higher, I actually did capitalize off a run right here. Very, very, very small. We shot all the way up, and then we came immediately back down. Very small amount of gains, but we did create a stop loss. Why do we have stop losses? Because of potential correction. That's what helps us. So we made a little bit of money, and then we got stopped out, and then we've been tracking this coin for a while now. We've been tracking and waiting. We knew that if we were to break this uptrend right here, we could buy in for a short opportunity, and we discussed that this is exactly where we were going to head. I did mention this in yesterday's episode too, very, very, very specifically. This is the support level we're going to move to. I'll probably flash it on the screen any minute now, but and then pull all the way back down to this moving average right here. Good, it's a good investment. Now, moving forward, though, it's going to be higher risk. We were extremely overbought just a little whiles ago. When we retested bottom support, that's when we bought in for a small trek to the upside. But the fact that we saw this reversal downwards is kind of leading more towards the fact that we could see a reversal lower. And an immediate pull to $1.38 is really where my head's at, especially after a beautiful pump to the upside. Now, it's very ironic because we talked about the opportunities of whether or not we would break through here. So we took a small gain, or some people took a small loss, very tiny, when creating a stop loss right here. But this was just to cover our tracks in case markets decided to pull back down. And we were trading this on the 4-hour. So immediately after we tapped here, we bought in, created the stop loss right at the bottom, and then we slowly decided to head up higher and eventually got stopped out, which wasn't really that big of a deal. And until then, we got stopped out, and then we continued to trade up higher, which was okay. And then we immediately corrected back downwards to the downside. We've been watching this coin, and we discussed, and we knew that if at any point we broke through this uptrend right here, it would be a short opportunity correcting back down to the moving average at most, but definitely to the sideways channel right here where we had a problem zone before, which was right at $1.41, and that's exactly where the coin actually pulled down to. So I do consider the prices to fall a little bit lower. Not surprised at all, but this was a really good short opportunity. Hopefully some of you guys took advantage of that. The second we got confirmation of a breach below this uptrend right here was a good short opportunity. Same thing to be said with some of these other cryptocurrencies. Ethereum was a little bit harder to trace, especially to analyze right now, just because of how high it went. But I did say that if we saw Bitcoin and some of these other alts start to reverse downwards, obviously Ethereum was going to follow suit, and that is exactly what it did. Now Ethereum is starting to correct lower, and obviously it's going to suck all these other cryptocurrencies down with it. But to my surprise, Bitcoin really didn't get that much of a pullback. Yes, we did see something. And this, what's interesting right now, I really want to consider this. When we saw just a couple of days ago the bullish break above the all-time high resistance right here, we headed all the way up to like $63,000, if not $64,000, which was absolutely insane. It really made me think if this bearish divergence right here that we had was actually accurate. But to my surprise, you can see immediately after that, we are falling right back down inside our, ascending fractal, which is fine for right now. But we also fell below our downtrend, our resistance on the bearish divergence. This is enough for me to now pretty much confirm we are looking at a big reversal, potentially coming. And you guys really have to consider that. I don't want to scare anyone. I don't want to spread FOMO. Obviously, we can still make a ton of money off trading on things like this using Bityard, obviously. Also, I forgot to mention about Bityard. They're doing some sort of Bityard trading competition, a trading contest, $60,000 prize pool. Obviously, you guys, if you wanted to create your own teams and stuff like that, and you grouped up, you could actually apply to win $60,000 for the most trading opportunities. So pretty cool. Definitely check that out. It's really not that hard. I guess just search Bityard trading contest or go on to bityard.com. It's on there. It's not that hard to find, but definitely check that out if you are interested. But for right now, moving back into the discussion, there's a major ascending fractal forming on these coins. Bitcoin has an a major and amazing ascending fractal to the upside. Prices are soaring. Higher highs, higher highs, higher highs, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Prices are shooting to the upside. At the same time this is happening, we're also seeing prices dip lower on the bottom support right here. Bearish divergence. I don't know how much clearer. And the fact that we just broke below here again just today or yesterday, the fact that we broke below this is pretty much confirming that this bearish divergence is here to stay, which is fairly shocking and fairly, something to, pay quite a bit of attention to. I mean, I'm a little worried about this, not necessarily in a bad way, but I feel like a lot of people are going to get burned very quickly when this market decides to break to the downside. And I think it's going to happen because of these big signals, bearish divergences, prices are starting to reverse. We are so over the top high. It's just a matter of time before we enter a bear market. It's happened every other year, and I don't see why this year would be any different moving forward. Markets do correct. That's what happens, and I would not be surprised if Bitcoin and the other altcoins do that too. Obviously, how we're going to capitalize off this, our crypto TV community here is obviously by shorting cryptos. Bityard, that's what I've been using. It works the best in the US to short cryptocurrency specifically, as well as the amount of cryptos they offer, which is convenient. But for that Bitcoin short, which is right here, $60,000, and if it drops, it's going to be a big drop. Obviously, we go to daily, we click right here, we go to the leverage trade. Let's do 13 times whatever, we enter margin 1,000 times, and we can short it by clicking sell right here, and an immediate reversal if we do decide to capitalize on the correction. So I'm much more prepared now than back in 2017 when the only way to buy in off a big dip was trying to buy at the bottom and then capturing the rally back to the upside. I no longer have to do that, which means there's now twice as many opportunities to make money in Bitcoin, which is insane. Not only can we capitalize off a run to the upside, but we can now short a market and capitalize off a run to the downside, which is just huge. I mean, it's allowed me to make almost a full-time career off of cryptocurrency, learning how to do this. The fact that we now have so many opportunities to buy long and to sell short opens up so much more time frames to slowly and conservatively trade cryptocurrency and make money off of it. So right now, for what I'm waiting for the big move. I mean, yes, we played around with it a little bit just a couple of days ago. We were playing a little bit aggressive, and we got burned as expected by creating a stop loss. I mean, it covered ourselves. We really didn't make that much, but we covered a stop loss right here. We actually bought in at the top here at 63,000. We went a little higher and then immediately got stopped out right here, and so be it. So we were playing a little aggressive. Obviously, I try to personally trade within these bigger movements right here. We were trying to guesstimate that this price would shoot us all the way back up to kind of knock the top, resistance right here. You can see every time that happens, boom, boom, boom. So we were kind of trying to knock the fact that it would go something like that, retest resistance. Obviously, we got burnt. We corrected lower, but now we're starting to play the bigger picture here, which is this major ascending fractal and the major, bearish divergence. So that's what I'm paying attention to. I'm waiting for a big dip in price to come. That's really where my head's at. Obviously, let me know what you guys think, but that's really where my big money is going to be coming from. If I can make, you know, 8 grand or 10 grand doing a big dump to the downside here, that's all I need for the next couple of months. So we'll see how exactly this decides to trade itself out. Ethereum, I do think, is a little overextended. I do think it's going to pull back down to, its moving average. XRP is already doing so. This is a major crash. I really want to talk about that. Look at how big XRP's dump was from here all the way down. It fell 30%. And in the past couple of hours, it's pretty much fallen 20%. So big dump on XRP. Obviously, if you look at the daily, we are currently overbought still on the daily. Let's see the weekly. Extremely overbought on the weekly. So these are all signals of potential reversal. Ethereum, let's see, daily was just a little bit overbought. Weekly is still overbought. And then, I mean, we can obviously check the monthly if we want to. Obviously, monthly is extremely overbought. I mean, you can look at this. I mean, we can consider ourselves very similar. Back in 2017, back when that bull run happened, we were extremely overextended, like massively overextended on the MACD on the monthly. This takes a long time to become overbought. Understand how many months this takes. Like a price range from here where we were last overbought. Right here, let's say we just entered this. This took about 92 days. This took about 3 months to get into that level. The next one took about 3 years. But notice we're now at that same overbought level, that same height of reversal, at the same correction point. Understand we are extremely overbought. We're not looking at the 4-hour. We're not looking at the daily. We're not looking at the weekly. This is a monthly time frame. Each candle represents 1 month. This is a very long time. It has taken us a very long time to finally become where we are. And we are currently just as high up, peaking at resistance like Ethereum was back in 2017. So this is why I'm getting worried. I mean, this is just why I'm letting you guys know. I want to make sure we all win this and we don't all get sucked down with it. You have to have it in the back of your mind. That's why we get in, get out, because some people are going to get burned very quickly. We're trading in a bull market. Obviously, we're going to make a lot more money trading in a bull market. You could probably just leave your money in that bull market and make a lot of money on. It's just how that happens. You can't trade in a bull market and really cover that many losses. It's possible, but we have to consider that on a short opportunity, we get invested in that, because sooner than later, we're going to start to see markets reverse, and we're going to have to capitalize off runs to the downside. And at least this way, we're prepared to capitalize, still trading on shorting opportunities, shorting the markets down. Instead of just hodling onto coins, we can short it to the downside. And that's how we're going to pretty much make a little bit of cash. Now, the same thing is weekly. Weekly is a little bit overextended, very similar to what we were like back in 2017. We're starting to correct lower now, which is very interesting. And then the monthly, we are just as high as we were back in 2017. So there's a lot of indicators, guys, that we are at the top. I don't want to, scare anyone, but you have to listen and you have to hear me out. Sorry we didn't talk about VeChain or the S&P 500, but the same thing is applying itself. Bearish cross on the MACD. Good chance we're going to swing it back down. Good short opportunity to 14 cents. Just get ready for it. S&P 500 heading up even higher. Would not be surprised now if in the next couple of days we correct back down to $4,000. It really just seems to be that way. Back down to here. Otherwise, guys, that's pretty much going to wrap up today's video. Once again, Paul Conlon, definitely make sure to reach out to me on, my Twitter, Instagram, specifically my email. Definitely make sure to just reach out so you are able to collect that ProKey wallet. Otherwise, guys, definitely make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications, leave a giant thumbs up. Let's get this channel to 50,000 subscribers, and we'll do some pretty crazy stuff. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video. Peace.